So, hello students, I welcome you all on this YouTube channel. So, today we will discuss the output equation of DC machine. Output equation of DC machine, right? So, output equation basically relates the physical parameter of the machine with the electrical parameters, right? Physical parameter means length and diameter, and electrical parameters are basically specific electrical loading and specific magnetic loading, right? So output equation basically relates these two parameters, right? That means physical parameter with electrical parameters, right? So now we are going to derive this. So output equation of DC machine. So PA is suppose power developed in the armature, right? So PA is armature power developed. It is equal to armature induced voltage E into armature current IA, right? So you know P is equal to VI, power is P is equal to VI. In the same way you can write PA is equal to E into IA, right? So PA is equal to E into IA into 10 to the power minus 3. See, if you want to convert this into kilowatts, then you have to multiply this with 10 to the power minus 3. Then you can write it in kilowatts. Induced EMF in DC machine, it is equal to P phi NZ by 60A. You know this, we have derived this. Please watch my derivation of that video on derivation of DC machine EMF equation, right? So P phi NZ by A, where small n is in revolutions per second, capital N is revolution per minute. So small n is basically capital N by 60. So in place of capital N by 60, you can write small n, right? Into IA into 10 to the power minus 3, right? So small n is in revolution per second. So this P phi, you can manipulate this equation, write this equation in this form: P phi into IA into Z by A into n small n into 10 to the power minus 3, right? So this P phi, I told you, this is nothing but the total magnetic loading, right? It's a total magnetic loading, right? So total magnetic loading is nothing but basically it is a total available flux in the machine, right? So available total flux in the machine is called as total magnetic loading, right? Now Z into IZ is basically total electrical loading, right? So electrical loading, total electrical loading is nothing but total number of ampere conductor over armature periphery. So total electrical loading is nothing but total armature ampere conductor over rotor periphery, right? It is equal to Z into IZ, right? So Z into IZ is total electrical loading and P phi is total magnetic loading, right? Into speed in revolution per second small s into 10 to the power, you can write minus 3, right? So now you can write here. So P phi total magnetic loading, B average is called as specific magnetic loading, right? So when I say specific, that means it's a ratio of two things. So B average is specific magnetic loading, it is nothing but total magnetic loading P phi divided by pi dl, right? P phi you can write B average into pi dl, right? Now put this value into equation number 1. Let us say this is equation number 1. So now one more thing you can write: total ampere conductor, it is total C, you can write ampere conductor specific electrical loading AC is given by total ampere conductor Z into IZ by periphery of armature, that is pi into D, 2 pi r, D is diameter, it is twice of radius, so you can write pi into D. So from here you can write Z into IZ is equal to AC into pi D, right? So put this value of ZIZ and value of this P phi, put this P phi and ZIZ into equation number 1. Here you have to put, right? So when you have to put here, then So put these values here. See, this is 10 to the power minus 3 here. It is, you have to write this 10 to the power minus 3, right? It was left here. So here put these value of Ziz into P phi into this equation number 1 and calculate this power developed in the armature P, right? So when you put these values, you can now see this equation now becomes B average into pi dl, right? B average into this pi dl, right? In place of P phi you can write this B average into pi dl. Now in place of Ziz you write AC into pi d into small n into 10 to the power minus 3, right? This is 10 to the power minus 3. 10 to the power minus 3, right? So now here this is 10 to the power minus 3. So in place of P phi you write B average into pi dl, and in place of this Ziz write AC into pi d in right. So remaining is n into 10 to the power minus 3. This is 10 to the power minus 3, right? So pi into pi become pi square B average into AC into 10 to the power minus 3 d square ln, right? In this bracket whatever is written here, pi square B average AC into 10 to the power minus 3, this is coefficient, right? Let us call this coefficient C naught. Let me denote this whole term by C naught. So d square ln, keep it outside. So C naught is pi square B average AC into 10 to the power minus 3, right? So this is called as output coefficient, right? So now see here, your output equation becomes PA is equal to C naught d square ln, right? D is the diameter, L is the length, small n is the revolution per second speed, C naught is the output coefficient. So speed is small n, output coefficient is C naught, right? So from here you write d square L is equal to PA by C naught n, right? So the output coefficient is high, then you see, if this C naught is high, then you see this d square L, this product is less, right? For high C naught, this size of the machine is less. That means machine is compact, right? And vice versa, right? So this is the equation, output equation. So now you can see here P is equal to armature developed power, it is equal to C naught into d square ln. This equation is nothing but output equation of DC machine, right? So for high specific magnetic loading and high specific electrical loading, right, the output coefficient will be C naught will be high, right? Because it is directly proportional to specific magnetic loading and specific electrical loading, right? If both are high, then C naught will be high. If the C naught will be high, then machine will be compact. See here, if C naught is high, then d square L product will be less, right? So in that case machine will be compact and vice versa, right? Now you can start solving the numerical on this output equation. P is equal to C naught d square ln. On this you can start solving the numerical. It's very important, you will definitely get one numerical in your exam, right? So this is the numerical, right? So here you can solve these kind of numericals, right? Thank you very much, thanks for watching. So if you like, please subscribe this channel for all such kind of videos. You can subscribe this channel. So P is equal to C naught d square ln is the output equation of DC machine. So see here, it is relating the physical parameter, that is diameter and length, with the electrical parameter like a specific electrical loading AC and specific magnetic loading B average, right? So this output equation is basically relating this physical parameter D and L with this electrical parameter B average and AC, right? So P is equal to C naught d square ln is the output equation of DC machine, right? So thank you very much, thanks for watching. Please subscribe the channel.